I'm going to show you how to make $1,000 before midnight tonight from this World Cup match between Mexico and England. Now, my recommendation is follow along with me step by step because time is of the essence. The longer you wait, the harder this is going to be. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to a website called Clonio.io. Once you're here, go over to pricing and grab yourself a monthly plan. So click on Get Started, fill out your information, log in, and once you've paid, go to Clonio.io/sign in. Now you're going to be spending $50 a month on this product, but it's going to probably make you thousands, so it's well worth the investment. From here, you're going to go ahead and sign into the account that you paid with. So if whatever email you paid with, make sure you sign in with that account. Now once you're logged in, you're going to see a page like this. We're going to come over here to a section that says Ad Builder. Now this is an AI model that allows us to produce hyper-realistic AI videos that we're going to post onto TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and on Facebook so we can get paid from those platforms for going viral. The next thing you're going to do is go to contentrewards.com, come over here to Discover. Then we're going to come over here and we're simply going to search World Cup or FIFA or football, whatever we can find. So come down here and we're going to search for World Cup. And there are loads of different platforms right now that are paying you to produce content around the World Cup. So for example, this platform here, where you're clipping content, all-time World Cup goal record, clip it and get paid. This is from Messi from the World Cup. You can go ahead and join the campaign. They're paying $1 for every 1,000 views. Alternatively, this one, you get paid 12 cents for every 1,000 views. You just have to clip some content and make sure the FIFA World Cup logo is on your content. Then all we're going to do is we're going to go over here to YouTube. We're going to go onto YouTube Shorts. We're going to type in Mexico, England World Cup goals, all right? And so we're going to click on clips like this where we have the goal being scored between Harry Kane or whatever it might be, whichever goal is going on in the match. Go ahead and click on this.
It's England's King Kane.
So you can see here we now have multiple different camera angles of that goal being scored, just like this. Bang, he scores the goal. Now what we're going to do is going to go ahead and copy the link. We're going to go to download YouTube video, just like this. Once you're inside this platform, go to like app.youtube.download, then paste in your YouTube link just like that and go ahead and click on download. Now you want to make sure you select the maximum quality and go ahead and click on start. Then finally click on download. It's going to add this to your downloads folder. So now we have it in the highest quality, 1080p, which is great. All we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and open up this video clip like this. And we're going to basically create an AI piece of content around this specific goal. We're going to create a super viral AI version on the end, which completely changes the outcome. And then we're going to put a really clickbait hook and we're going to post it onto our social media platforms. And we're going to follow along the rules that are listed in any one of these platforms here. So for example, let's just follow this one here. All right. They get an 80% approval rate. We can come down here. We can see the full rules by expanding onto this. Scroll down to the bottom and it says follow along with the rules here. So this one, there's only a couple of things we have to do, which is essentially making sure we have the playnow.cloudbet.com tagged in the caption, and we also have to make sure we have whatever media that they want to be visual throughout the duration of the video. And so we can watch this tutorial here to show us how to do this, which is fine. If we come back over here, we can get our logos and every piece of asset that we need to be able to add it into the video. So now we've got those pieces of assets and we've got the final video ready to go ahead and start creating our piece of content. All we need to do now is use this AI tool here, which you've already created a subscription for. This is Clonio.io. I'll leave the link down below in the description if you want to go ahead and get that. That'll also, I think, once you take that plan down below, it'll give you an extra 1,000 credits as a bonus. So you'll be able to get way more for your money. So make sure you use that link down below in the description. Now, the first thing we need to do is make sure we take our video file that we have and we want to turn it into a 9:16 TikTok aspect ratio. Now you can either do this with CapCut, so I've opened up CapCut here. We can take our most recent downloaded video file, import it into CapCut, drag it onto our timeline, all right? And then we can change this aspect ratio to 9:16. Then we're going to expand this until it fills the entire shot. And then we're going to basically just edit it so we can actually see what's going on. We can choose which camera angle that we want, but I think we're going to take both because with this one, it has to be over 8 seconds long for us to be able to create a piece of content that's actually going to be qualified so we can actually start earning from it. Alternatively, if you don't have CapCut, if you go into the software, come over here to Editor, then there's a timeline editor in here. So we can create a new edit. We're going to call this FIFA. We're going to go ahead and click on Create. And then inside here, we can click on Upload Assets. And we can go into our downloads folder. We can grab that folder that we've just downloaded, the video, and we can do exactly the same thing in here, and we can edit it inside this timeline. So depending on what you'd like to use, if you want to use CapCut, you can use it in here. If you want to use Clonio, you can use it over here as well. So all we're going to do is we're going to come over to this CapCut feature. I'm just going to move my face out of the way. We're just going to zoom over, and we want to make sure that the video starts like this so we can actually see what's going on. So that's our starting frame. He comes in to kick the ball, and then we're going to stop it here. I'm going to click on this button, which is a keyframe, and then I'm going to scrub along a little bit to when the ball gets in the goal, which is about here. We're going to move that to make sure that we're tracking the ball. So we're going to get rid of that. And then here, we're going to make sure that essentially we've moved the screen along enough that it's actually tracking the ball go into the goal.
It's England's King.
And then we're going to cut it where we see this clip change, just like that. So I'm going to press Command B on my laptop. And now we have our new shot, which is going to be lined up. We want to make sure it's in the center. And again, if we play this,
Kane, who strikes again for the Three Lions.
bang, and then he goes ahead and scores. So I'm pretty happy with how that clip now looks. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come into this one. I'm just going to move it slightly this way.
Strikes again for the Three Lions.
Boom. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we've got two individual clips. So I'm going to press Command X and just remove this. And then I'm going to go File, Export, and I'm just going to call this FIFA 1 now. And we're going to put this onto my desktop. Just doesn't really matter where it goes. So onto my desktop's fine. Make sure it's 1080p. Everything else keep standard, and go ahead and click on Export.
It's England's
So now we have our video. We're going to go ahead and upload this onto YouTube. But before we do anything, we're going to need to make sure this video is slightly unique. So what we're trying to make happen is here, when the ball goes ahead and it goes into the goal, we're going to make it look like it actually rebounds from the goalpost, and then it's going to be bouncing away. This is going to change the outcome of the match, and we're going to AI generate what happened there. And so I'm going to press Cut just as that ball hits the wall, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here into Clonio. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the video and you're going to take a screenshot of the opening scene. Now you'll see a quick preview behind this about what we're going to do. Essentially, we're going to use AI to recreate this penalty shot that Harry Kane took in the World Cup, and we're going to make it look like he missed. This is what is going to make our video go viral because it's going to go against what everybody else thought happened. So all we're going to do, and I've created a few of these examples to show you what they look like. We're going to come into the software, go onto Video, and click CDance 2.0. Then we're going to go ahead and click on Video Inputs. Now what I've done is I've recreated two versions of this video clip. The first one is the full goal being scored from this camera angle, and the second one stops just as he's about to kick the ball. And that's really important because we're going to use both of these to try and get the best outcome using the AI model. So to start off, we're going to come over here to Add Video Input, click on Upload. I'm going to click on About to Kick, which is the one that I've just edited here where it stops just before he kicks the ball. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the AI to recreate this entire video, and I'm going to tell it to make it look like he basically misses the penalty shootout. So we're kind of tapping on an AI version of what happens at the end of the video. I'm going to give it a really basic prompt like this. Send it to recreate the video but make it look like he completely misses the goal, and then at the end of the video I want a close-up shot of the England team looking unhappy that they missed the penalty shootout. I then want to change the duration to 8 seconds or 9 seconds or 10 seconds, keep it at 720p and go ahead and click on Generate Video. And this is the kind of output that you're going to get. So you can see here it said make a video from the start image where it's penalty shootout in the football and the white goes to kick the ball and it goes flying into the crowd and he misses the penalty shootout. Have a look at how this works, right? So for reference, we have the actual goal being scored, which I'll play now in full screen. So if I go ahead and play this.
It's England's King.
So he scores in about 2.6 seconds. We come back into Clonio and I put this into full screen. I'll show you what happens. Let's move myself out of the way. So there's an 8-second video clip, so it will qualify for our video to get paid. If I go ahead and click play, he goes to take the goal, bang, and he completely misses, goes into the crowd, and then the England team look really disappointed. All right, and so we can do this multiple times, okay? And so now we have that final video. I'm gonna go ahead and click on the download button. Come up here, click on download. It's gonna download this to our desktop. We're gonna go into CapCut, and for now I'm just gonna delete what we have here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that download folder, put it into here, and you can also do this inside the software itself. So once you've got the monthly subscription, I'll go ahead and leave the link down below in the description. Once you've downloaded the video, if we go ahead and click on back and you go to editor, we can now actually create a new edit, and we'll go into our old FIFA one that we just made. And then from here, we can go to My Assets, Videos, and then this one that we've just created, we can add this straight into our folder, straight into our timeline. So now we've got it onto the timeline, we can now do all of our adjustments and do all of our edits. So we're gonna go back into here, we're gonna have a look at what the requirements are. We need to go ahead and add these background files, all right? So we can download those. Then we can drag them on. So I'm going to do this in CapCut for now. And we're going to go to over here, click on Remove Background, click on Auto Removal, and it should just remove the green background for us. So it should take a couple of seconds. And then we're going to adjust the size of this so it's actually sat on our video. Okay, that's not done it. So we're going to do Chroma Key, we'll do Color Picker, and we're just going to select the green, and you can see it's just removed the background there. We're going to change the intensity. Perfect. And then I'm just going to decrease the size. I'm just going to put this over here like this, just on the screen. And now you can see that's there on the screen. We're going to go ahead and copy it, paste it here. And so now we have our full video clip. Press Command B to delete that at the end. And so now we have our full video clip ready for us to go ahead and start posting. So we'll go ahead and play. And then we're going to add some text to the screen. So we're going to go to text, we'll go to default text, and we're going to change the caption at the beginning to something like this, like breaking. We'll say new camera angle. We'll say something like new camera angle reveals something like this, right? So breaking, new camera angle reveals Harry Kane actually missed his penalty. And obviously, so his name is Harry Kane and number 8. What we would probably do is ideally we would change the video clip to have him with a different number on his t-shirt, and would also spell his name incorrectly. So you can see here, it's changed his number. And that's important because it means that people are going to pick up on this and they're going to comment on it on the video. And so we can't do it on this one because we have not got a zoomed in shot. But what we are going to do is we're going to change his name to Henry Kane, just because that's going to be a deliberate clickbait. People are going to comment on it. It's going to drive engagement. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change the color to black. We're going to scroll down here. We're going to go onto background, change this to white. And then I'm just going to, for the time being, I'm just going to move this to the top left-hand side of the screen for both of them, so it's not in the way of the title. And so now we have our final video that we can go ahead and post. So if I just go back to the beginning of the video. There we go. And that video there, all we have to do is go to File, go to Export, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come into here. And when we go ahead and post this video, we need to make sure we upload it and tag it. So we're going to click on Join Campaign. Once you've joined the campaign, all you need to do is go into here, and once you go ahead and get ready to post it, if I scroll down to the active campaigns, and you'll see something that looks a little bit like this. Go ahead and click on the campaign that you want to upload to, and then all you have to do is click on Submit Video, name your video, and then enter the link to your TikTok video. Make sure you follow the requirements. So the first thing here is you need to make sure you've got at least 1,000 followers, and we've got to put this into the caption. All right, so play now on cloudbet.com. And then post it, and that's it. So just follow these instructions, post it, and keep doing that. I recommend doing between 10 to 20 videos a day, and you're going to start earning straight away. But the key thing that's going to make this video work is generating an AI piece of content, just like the one that you've seen here, which completely changes the outcome of the game. You can do this for every single touch point, every single offside, every single goal, every single tackle, yellow card, red card. No matter what it is, you can do it all inside this software. I recommend giving this a go. Go ahead and click the button down below. This will take you to Clonio.io. Grab that monthly subscription, and I can guarantee this is going to crush it for you. And so here's what I've done, right? So this is my TikTok account. I've just posted on my personal account now, but you can make a new account for this. And so I have the video that's literally just been posted a couple of seconds ago. Breaking, new camera angle reveals Henry Kane missed his penalty, kicks it into the crowd, angry customers. And then so here you can see it's an 8-second long video. So if we come back onto this, it says audience allowed global, that's fine. Niches allowed soccer/football pages. I'd probably have to rebrand my account to being rather than a personal brand, being a football or a soccer account. Play now, Cowbet official. At the start, do not tag, that's fine. Must repeat, spam post must have 1,000 followers, that's fine. For TikTok caption, play now, cloudbet.com, which I've done. And then we've got the overlay, which is done, and it must be at least 8 seconds. Then all we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and copy this link. So we're going to come into here, we're going to go down to the share icon, and we're going to click copy link in the bottom left-hand side. Right now it's under review, so I'm going to go ahead and close out. We're going to refresh the page. So it's going to take a couple of seconds for this video to actually go ahead and be essentially posted onto the platform. And you can see it's already got 10 views. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to go ahead and click on copy link. Then what we're going to do is we're going to come back. onto this content rewards campaign here. I'm going to go ahead and click on copy this link. I'm going to send this. So I've sent that link to my phone. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that link from my phone and we're going to open up here on my phone and we're going to try and submit this video as quickly as possible. And so I'm going to come over here to the video, click copy link, come back into here, click on join campaign, and then we should be able to go ahead and publish our content onto this campaign. So all I need to do is click on join now, and then I've got to pay the $1 fee, which is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and pay that now. Then I'm going to make sure I download the WOP app from the App Store. This is so you can actually go ahead and join the campaign and get the video posted. And then we should see here the actual billboard campaign itself. Over onto products, and then we should see loads of different campaigns that are actually running. So we're going to go to content rewards, and we should be able to see the campaign that they've actively posted. And so we're looking for the FIFA World Cup one, and so there are actually a few, but we're looking for the one that we've actually just joined, which is this one here, official Cloudbat logo. We're going to go ahead and click on submit video. We'll come back onto our TikTok account, which is over here. Let me just refresh to see how many views this has got now. 74 views, so it's already bringing in some views, which is great. Copy this link. We're going to name this FIFA, we'll call this Harry Kane penalty. We're going to click paste link. I have read the submission terms and conditions, submit for approval, and then bang, that video would have been uploaded. We're going to get paid 12 cents for every 1,000 views. You can see this has taken me about 15 minutes to go ahead and do, and we'll come back in a couple of minutes to see how many views this video's got. Boom, and there we go. It's now uploaded. We're going to verify the platform. We're going to select TikTok because that's where we posted it. Then I'm going to go ahead and upload my TikTok username for this account, which is @MattUncut. Obviously, you want to put your own username here. This is just my personal brand one, so we're probably not going to be eligible for payouts on this because it's not a verified account in terms of it doesn't have... okay, that's fine. Confirmation code. Okay, so we're going to paste this code into our bio now. So we're going to go ahead and click here. We're going to go into our account and settings and privacy, account. Let me just change my bio 1 second. Oh yeah, so we're going to go ahead and click on edit, bio. Just going to delete all this. I'm going to click paste, bang, put that there just like that. Refresh. It's on 137 views straight away. Go ahead and click on TikTok profile, click edit profile, paste in your bio, click on save changes. Go ahead and click verify account. Boom, and there we go. It says our account has been successfully verified. Submit the video for approval. That's going to go ahead and send it off, and then they'll go ahead and approve that. Once it's been approved, I think they have like an 80% approval rate on their content. Then we'll go ahead and start actually being paid out for every 1,000 views that we get, which is pretty easy to do. And you can see how quick and simple this is. Once we get a piece of content out, once we're verified, we're going to go ahead and create a next one, a next one, a next one. We can get 50 to 100 of these videos out every single day, and you can start earning from your content really quickly. Boom, and there we go. Video has been submitted successfully. All done. We're ready to go, and now we can just start producing more content. We'll go back on to refresh, and we can see here the full account. We can see all the different things that they've posted. We're going to go back into our account. We're going to click on refresh, and we're going to see how many views our piece of content has got. So it's already on nearly 200 views. This is just in a couple of minutes. We'll go on to the video retention, and what we're looking for is eventually we're going to start to see the full retention of how this video is actually performing on our profiles. And it should actually perform pretty well. I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to go, so I'll come back in about 10 minutes and we'll see where it is. And so over here you can see your submissions, so we can see our video is here. Go ahead and close this. Boom, we can see the number of views it's got, we can see our number of payouts, how much we're going to be earning from that, and we can just watch over here and we can see it's also currently in pending before they go ahead and approve the payouts. Now, like I said, none of this would have been possible had it not been for Clonio.io. So go ahead, down below in the description, I'll leave a link. Go ahead and grab your monthly plan. They'll give you a bunch of credits so you can start making your first piece of content, so you can join campaigns like this and start earning from the World Cup. Absolutely great opportunity. I'll leave the link down below in the description. And so just like that, a couple of minutes later, that video is already on nearly 800 views. It's performing pretty well. It's getting some really good engagement, 7-second average watch time for an 8-second video. You can see the retention is really strong. We get 87% of people are watching our entire video. So this video will probably continue to bring in views over the next couple of hours. And it should hopefully start to perform pretty well, and we can start to earn a good amount from this one single piece of content.